Hey, my name is Robert Lee. Somebody asked me to do a video on how to cut vinyl, so I'm gonna kind of go straight to the point with that. This is what I decided to put on the shirt, and from there, I'm gonna cut it out. So, from this point right here, I advise that if you haven't grouped everything together the way you want it, then just group it together. Give me a second, because I don't think I have. I didn't. Okay, and I'm just stretch it down a little bit more. I think that's nice. Okay, so from this point right here, in order to cut it, you would have to horizontally flip it to make sure that it cuts right when it comes out on the cutter. Okay, it's two ways to do this. This is just one way. This is my way. But by the time you get ready to cut it, it'll ask you that same question again. So I'm gonna take this ring off. All right. So it's flipped. It's the size I want it. Everything is look legit to me. Okay, so from this point, I'm using this silhouette version program in order to make my t-shirts. I recommend if you can find a better one, that's up to you. But this is the one I'm using right now. So I will go to Send. Okay, once I go to Send, it's gonna change the screen, you see? And that's what it's gonna look like. But it's not gonna be in this color. The color, whatever color you want it in, you would have to use that color vinyl and it would cut it. So I'm using a black vinyl because I got a lot of it. Okay? So from this point right here, you go back over here to this screen. You see where it got depths and stuff like that. I always, on my cutter for this program, where is it at? I always go deeper on my blade depth. I start out at 5. And the reason why is sometimes when you cut, you don't want it to cut through both papers, but you want it to cut cleanly through what you're trying to make. Because if you don't, it'll be skipping a little bit and you have to pull it apart, and sometimes it'll make you have to redo the whole thing because you done messed up whatever you're trying to do. So I suggest that whatever cut you decide depth you want to go, maybe click 2 more, but it takes practice to kind of figure out where your machine do what it need to do for you. Okay, so back over here. Okay, so my everything is already flipped already. My printer says ready. Well, my cutter says ready. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm doing now is I have a cutter mat. So this is a cutter mat. Most cases, if you're real good with your printer, sorry, mine's look really bad. I got to get a new one. But this is my cutter mat. Okay, what this do is you put your paper, your vinyl on the mat, and it helps keep the vinyl in place while you're doing your cut. That way you don't want it moving around and it'll mess up the cut. It's also kind of sticky. That's what hold the vinyl onto the mat. Give me a second. Okay, so right now I cut my vinyl to the size that I feel like I'm gonna need in order to make my t-shirt. I covered my whole board Make sure it's all the way down. I have a squeegee. The squeegee is just to push the bubbles out. It also helps sticks it to the board. Now me, I'm gonna add a little tape because my board is old. Alright, so I added a little tape to mine. Like I said, mine is truly old. I need to get some more supplies as soon as I can, but I still got processes going on over here. You know what I mean? Okay. So now what I want to do before, okay, remember again, I stress this, because if you don't, you'll mess up your whole project and you'll have to, for sure, start it all the way over. This is the shiny side. You always check it. You see that's a little more dull? That's your paper that you're going to press to your shirt. That might be kind of backwards. But either way, always do it with shiny, no matter what paper you get, shiny side is always up, okay? Let's see if I'm right or not. So now I'm finna feed, I already got it taped down. Now I'm gonna feed it through my Cameo printer. I'm raising a guide arm up so I can feed it through. Mine's got little buttons on the side. I'm pretty sure when you get yours, it'll be different. Whatever you decide to choose to use to cut your projects. Feeding it. Now I want to feed it some more. And at the same time, I'm actually making sure that it's guided on there. Both wheels are catching it. And that this marker right here keeps your paper in line. So you kind of want to make sure that your paper goes straight up and down by this marker. That's how you know that it's straight on the board. All right, now again, before I cut, I want to check everything back over here on the computer and see if everything kind of cool. I want to make sure that my pages is reversed. Okay. I don't want it to test. Why is it going to test? For some reason, it want me to test first. Okay. If you're just running a square test, that's always good too, because right there it tells you hold on. All right. Thought I was tripping for a minute. Okay, so over here. So now you see that my machine is ready. I ran a quick test. I know it's gonna cut pretty deep. Okay, then I hit send. Okay, again, right here it says, do you want it to transfer design off of these two mirrors? If you want to flip it, I've already flipped it, but right here is another catch you, as I say. So what it does is it asks you if you want to flip it. If you had not flipped it at this time, this is the time to flip it before you cut. So I'm gonna just send as is. I already flipped mine. Now the machine is cutting. just chilling. This is like copying. So what it's doing is copying what you got on your computer on top of your vinyl, cutting it out. And it's a little process, but a lot of times it do tell you, like mine, it tells you how long it's gonna take before it's finished. It's counting down. This is a learning point right here. It's either gonna come out right or you're gonna have to redo it. Just figure out what you did wrong. If I didn't tell you right, and I guarantee you it'll come out all right. Let's see. I don't see no countdown up there, so it's about finished. But now we see sometimes we go over the minutes. All right, so here we go. Let me break it out of there. There it is, roll it. Okay, it looked like ain't nothing really on it, but see if you kind of look at it, you can see that it did make a cut. Another way you can tell is if you rub your hand across it, you can feel that it cut through. Okay, so from this point you have to pick it. Give me a second. Fuck. Okay, as you can see, I kind of messed mine up a little bit because this crazy tape. I put it in the wrong spot. But I'm gonna show you what the rest of it looked like. So give me a second. Okay, this is what it looked like so far. I'm still peeling it down. Like I said, keep your little pick in handy because you're gonna need it when you're going through the letters or numbers or your picture or whatever you're doing to help you pick it from the paper. The reason why I say shiny side up, see this is the shiny side. That's your vinyl. This right here is the paper that you cutting it on. So it's usually dull when you're looking at it from the other side. You see? Okay, I'm gonna finish picking it on out and I'm gonna show you what it looked like. Okay, I'm gonna show you something right quick if I can with this one hand. So as you pulling the vinyl down, you see you get like that right there. You see how it's caught in between this right here? So what you use is you use your pick. Okay, let's see. You use a pick and you pick it. I'm trying to do it, okay. So you use your pick and then you pick it out. Okay. It's hard to do with one hand, but you see how I had to go around I'll go around the open end while I'm putting it from the vinyl and trace it till it pop out. And when it pops out, it leaves your print on the paper. Okay, give me a second. So if you're familiar with your press, okay, so I'm not gonna press the shirt, but I'm gonna show you kind of how it go. So this is my press machine, old fashioned, I know. This is the shirt that I'm gonna put my image on. So you wanna make sure that you put it down on the right side. You know, from this point it's pretty much dull side up when you're pressing it to your shirt. You put it on your shirt, you make sure it's even all the way across the way you want it, 3 to 4 fingers down from the neck. I'm just kind of putting this on the back. This is how it would look on the paper. You know, it's best to, I don't want to tell you the press heat or temperature. It's best that you look that part up because your temperature might be different from mine. Okay, I got a sheet that I put over it, just like that. This is hell, it's a sheet. This is what I use. I can't think of it right now. When I can come up with the name, I'll let you know. But I put it over my shirt, turn my heat press around, you know, put it down, press it for about 30 seconds, raise it up. I usually let mine breathe for a minute. Then I'll bring it back across, press it for about 5 seconds. What I'm doing is really just trying to make sure that it's pressed tight enough into the shirt that it'll last for a while, a long time. I remove it. Once I remove it, this paper right here, you should be able to take the end of it and peel it. When you peel it, everything you put on this paper should wind up on your shirt. Okay, everybody, I hope that helped y'all a little bit. I've never did a video before, so this is my first video, and this video is for beginners on Cameo 4 cutter. All right, now, y'all have a nice day.